Someone booed love. I heard one guy boo love. Who was it? All right, what's your name?
Josh. Bring him up to the stage.
Josh booed love. Come on up, Josh. Let's go.
Josh. I may be bad with sound effects, but I can fucking talk love all day.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's play a segment called Who Hurt You?
It was Dan Herman.
Let's also play a segment called No, None of Your Friends Would Hold Your T-Shirt.
I'm sorry I bought one.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry, Josh?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, okay.
All right, Josh.
Jeff writes down everybody's name on it.
Who hurt you, Josh?
I don't think anybody did.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why boo love?
Why not?
Are you booing our love specifically, or just love in general?
No, I don't know. Your love kind of destroyed an episode, a few nights ago. I love you guys, seriously.
Must be tired.
Were you bummed out that there was one less free episode that was funny? There happened to be.
It was just awkward.
I agree.
Is it more or less awkward than not communicating with people? Like if we're like 5 questions deep into a conversation and every answer is I don't know or nothing or or a snarky comeback, like is that graceful or is that you don't know?
What's your point?
I come from the mind space that it's like it's better to go with the flow and kind of like say what's on your mind. You can't tell me there's not one person in the history of your life that like hurt you.
Maybe.
I feel like Josh might have a bigger issue with me.
Oh, not at all.
I think no.
Really?
I think that's. I think you're projecting. No, come on. How many? I mean, what, like, I'm not even going to assume. Like, what? You've had relationships, right?
Yeah.
Was there one that ended that you didn't want to end?
I suppose that's probably true.
Yeah.
And when you did your podcast tour across the country, when there were stresses that arose,
you've seen my podcast?
How did you deal about it? I love your podcast, the Vest Cast. I love it. Great.
This is going down a bad road. This is not a Harmontown. This is not a road to Harmontown.
I'm celebrating his best.
He booed love. We brought him up. We're not going down his wardrobe. We want to get to know him, talk to him, try to break through to something human. No, I don't want to hug him.
No, I think this is a nice thing to talk about. Josh, why do you feel our love ruined a podcast?
It like the podcast was going and it was a lot of fun, and then it just kind of hit this weird train wreck, and I don't know.
It's okay, guys. It's true.
It's true. I'm just saying how I feel, man.
Yeah.
I was kind of into it. I liked it, but I guess it was about me. I guess if it was about someone else's relationship, I'd be like, I don't know. I can't really listen to it through anyone else's ears, though. I didn't know. It was probably like a half hour longer than it needed to be, like in terms of talking about relationships.
I mean, to be honest, I listened to the entire thing, so I mean, it's not like I turned it off or anything.
You were riveted.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for making the podcast not funny. Josh is mad at me, Dan. I'm telling you.
He's mad at you?
Yes, he is. It's okay. I mean, I'm the girlfriend who came on stage and was in a tizzy. And as I explained in the Chicago podcast, was upset about a previous fight and things.
Can I walk you guys through an alternate scenario?
Yes.
Okay, Dan's in the crowd talking to people. Something happens about love. Some bunch of people start cheering. Feeling the need to break the mold, he boos whatever reaction is being cheered.
Right.
Called out by Dan,
Yeah.
He acquiesces coming up on stage, proceeds to fail to answer the questions you want him to ask, and when he comes to a question he can ask, he answers in a way he hopes will be entertaining, and is then torn apart for it.
The real star of the show, of course, is Spencer.
I think we're all just raw and vulnerable up here, you guys. It's fine.
Well, I know, and this isn't a dig, but I know that everything that you say up here, Josh, as you're speaking honestly about your feelings, you're going to make sure that it's hilarious.
I like it when people laugh. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry for that podcast not being very funny.
You already said that.
Where's my gong?
In order for Josh to be mad at you, I think Josh would have to be in love with me. Like he's mad at our relationship. He doesn't think that it makes for entertaining. Like he was like, well, we were having fun in the Pittsburgh show, and then all of a sudden we were talking about things that are kind of common, probably, like the sound of a man and a woman, like going back and forth about who hurt who more and who needs to change and who doesn't need to change. It's kind of like, for some people might be riveting, and for other people inaccessible. Virgins. Not kidding. That was a dumb, obvious, easy joke. It's stupid. But all right, yeah. I think Spencer's theory is the most accurate. I think that I think Josh is dressed perfectly. We're all good human beings. Aaron's doing a great job. I thought the Pittsburgh show was excellent. Unpredictable turns and all. And
I do want to say to Josh, and I said this in the Chicago show, but if there's any worry that Dan was going to censor himself because I talked about something that bummed me out, he definitely isn't. And that's an understandable fear, and I'm sorry about that. That's all.
Adventure.
All right, Josh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for...